Hello and welcome to my channel, the Cussing Cardslinger. What I have here is a pick a card reading. We have group 1, group 2, group 3. This is a general reading, so all messages will be general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I welcome you to like, share, hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get started with group 1. We have growth, realization, and nourishment. So right off the bat, I see, even though that this is hard times right now, that everyone's going through, there is a lot of growth going on. It just may not seem like it. It's more underneath the surface, behind the scenes. What you're getting right now is time to actually realize what it is that you want to do, where it is you want to go from here. So really what you're being given is the gift of time, which is the most precious commodity. Also, you need to figure out what it is that nourishes your soul, right? What is it that you need to do from here on in that's really going to help you grow as a person, right? Lots of celebrations around you. With the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups, this could be a wedding, especially with the Page of Cups, right? This is a gift of love, happiness, and motion. A lot of times this is some sort of either wedding or family social gathering, and lots of celebrations. So this could be an event that you were looking for. This could be something that's coming up in the future. This could actually be something that was canceled that you were looking forward to. If there was a wedding or some event that you were looking forward to that's been canceled, don't worry, there's going to be news coming of that relatively soon as to when that's going to all change. Discover your life purpose. Again, you are being asked to make the best use of your time right now. You need to find out what nourishes your soul, allows you to grow as a person. You need to come to that realization of what is your life purpose and are you doing it? Phoenix Rising, you're changing, right? This whole time is going to make you a completely different person, right? This could be showing more spiritually balanced, right? So if you're not in some sort of meditation routine, journaling, something of that nature, like it doesn't have to be super hoo-hooey, as people like to say, but you need to take that time for yourself. It might even be a bubble bath in the evening, right? Lock out the kids, lock out the family, the dogs, cats, and just have that time for yourself to really focus on what it is that you want and how you can transform your life right now. The sun is shining. I feel like you're not seeing what you have, right? So now's the time to practice gratitude. I know a lot of people are losing their jobs right now. The future is very uncertain, but what Spirit's asking you to do right now is to stop and really look at what you still have standing. It could be a really good support system. It could be a really strong belief system, right? So really make sure that you're giving gratitude for those things that you already have. We have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. You may feel a little bogged down by choices right now, right? You know, what am I going to do now that XYZ has happened? Maybe it's a lost job. Maybe your wedding got canceled. Maybe a relationship ended, whatever it is, you're feeling very bogged down by, well, what am I going to do now? I could do this. No, wait, I can do this. I can do this. We need to quiet that mind. Okay? It's very important. That's why we see the realization, the nourishment, and the growth, right? You need to figure that out. You need to stop and breathe. Sadness. This is a very sad time in so many ways, not only for ourselves, our friends, our family. We're isolated right now. It's unprecedented. But what you need to do is find a way, again, to be grateful for that. Be grateful for your sadness. Where is it taking you? Right? How can we kind of flip it and see what's causing you sadness is a good thing? Like we said, time is a precious commodity. There's lots of that to go around right now. What are you going to do with that time? Crystal ball, clarity, again, realization, figuring it out. What do you want to do from here? Are you where you want to be? Right? What is holding you back? Caution. Okay? Don't just jump into the next thing out of fear, right? So if there's some of you that have lost your job, don't just grab the next thing because I need money. Or, oh no, I don't know what else to do, right? Make sure you're very clear that this next step is going to be helping you grow and nourish your soul. Otherwise, you're going to just keep spiraling backwards. You're not going to get any further. Prayers. This is the time, again, we're talking about realization. Go inside, right? Ask the universe, ask God, ask source, spirit, whatever you want to call it. You need to go in and ask for help, right? Through prayer, through meditation, through ritual, whatever it is that you do. If you need help, ask for it. Runes, perception, again, yes, it's a sad time. Horrible things are happening. People are dying. People are losing their jobs. People are getting kicked out of their homes. We need to shift that perspective. What are we grateful for? How can we take this information and flip it into something that we can use? Page of Coins and Eight of Cups. Okay. Coins, again, are about the material world, right? Pages are usually, again, a younger person or messengers. So with the Eight of Cups is usually leaving something behind, right? So this could just be news that you've lost your job or someone you know has, or someone's walking away from a relationship, or could even be walking away from the spiritual plane, but you're receiving news of somebody or something leaving. But you know what? Big happy changes. This is going to be for the good. It doesn't feel like it right now. I know that it's scary. It's sad. It's terrifying. But you need to trust. The Spirit is really trying to make it very, very clear right now that you need to shift your perspective, right? There are big, better things around the corner, even though it doesn't feel like it, right? Everything's under the surface. But you're growing, right? You just need to make sure that you're taking that time to nourish that soul. What do you want? What is your life's purpose? Delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Again, we were just talking about this. Make sure that you're giving gratitude for what you have. Right? Past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Again, the things that are happening right now could all be a karmic cycle that the whole consciousness needs to be breaking. Okay? So, again, with our realization, our looking within, really kind of look at your own belief system, right? Beliefs around money, beliefs around what you can do, what you can't do. Ask yourself, is this my personal belief? Right? Or is this a limiting belief that's come to me from generations past? You know, grandparents said it was hard to come by money. My parents say it's hard to come by money. I believe it's hard to come by money, etc., 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 right? There's some sort of karmic cycle that you need to be breaking here. Action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Exactly what this whole spread has been telling us, right? What is it? Now is the time, right? Realize what it is you want and just go for it. Faith, all right? You are being asked to have faith that all of this is happening for a reason, for your better good, right? Big happy changes are coming and there's no need to worry, all right? Spirit has your back. Don't forget to ask for help if you need it, right? We have that prayer card. Do all that you can do to make sure that you keep leveling up, right? If you catch yourself in a negative mindset, do what you can to flip it. Ask yourself, okay, I'm feeling fear right now. How can I transmute this into more of a positive thing, right? Again, take advantage of your time, right? That's how you're going to figure out what nourishes your soul. What is it, right? What is your life purpose? Because once you hit that realization, that's where all your growth is going to come in. All right, group 1, that's all I have for you. Bye. Hello, group 2. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. The masculine. Will. Hunger. And sovereignty. Okay. All right. I'm getting the sense that whether you're male or female, that doesn't matter. What I'm getting is that you have a very masculine energy right now, right? Maybe very stubborn, very grounded, right? Very willful, right? I feel like you're kind of fighting everything right now. Everything that's coming to you, you're kind of like, nope, not going to let that happen. Nope. Oh, you're kind of just putting your foot down and not taking it. Just make sure. I mean, it's all well and good to fight for what you believe in and fight for things that you feel you deserve. However, just know that things could be coming in for you for a reason, right? So make sure you're not blocking blessings that are coming in just because you've kind of got that macho type attitude, if that makes sense. Will and hunger. This tells me that you are hungry for change. Whether you believe that or not, whether you feel that right now or not, you are hungry for it, right? And you are bringing in change. You're willing it about whether you realize it or not. It's time to make sure that whatever it is you bring in, that you are being the king and queen of your own life, right? I feel like some of you want to start a new business, or maybe it's something online you want to start. You're going to really start to be in control of certain aspects of your life that you weren't before. Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities and stay true to your path as a healer. Okay. Beautiful. Abundance. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Like I said, don't fight things, right? A lot of you, I feel, are empaths and natural healers, which is why we tend to like to put up boundaries right away. Okay. Really make sure that you're showing a balanced soft side, right? If you look, we have the masculine here and then the feminine at the end. You really need to make sure that you're balancing your masculine with your feminine, right? When we're balanced, then it's easier to bring about that change, right? Abundance is going to flow to you more easily. You are a healer. Just talking to people, right? You don't have to go out in public. You don't have to be hands-on with people in order to heal them. All you have to do is listen. You can send out energy. Maybe some of you are Reiki healers. Maybe some of you are very good with your words and soothing people at this time. Maybe you're a counselor. Really make sure that you're taking that time listening to others, but you need to be balanced, right? We need to have boundaries, but you have to have that soft side with compassion as well. Four of Cups. The Devil. Seven of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands, again, that's you're blocking blessings. There's things that you're not seeing, offerings to you that you're going to miss out on, right? Don't be stubborn. The Devil tells us don't. So the Devil can be about addictions. It can be about negative thinking. I always like to think of the Devil as that devil on your shoulder feeding you negative thoughts that are not good to have. They do not serve you, right? And all these limiting beliefs that keep getting whispered in your ear that you're choosing to believe, right? All the fear-based things, which is why you're putting up the boundaries. You're trying so hard to block it. But you need to let some things come in here, okay? Heal yourself, right? As a healer, you have the power to heal yourself. You can shift your perspective. You can bring in that abundance thought patterns, not the lack, okay? Seven of Wands, again, that goes right here with this one. Putting up boundaries. You're being very stubborn right now. You're blocking your blessings. Make sure you're not listening to that devil on your shoulder and that you're focusing on what it is that you want to bring in, that you're willing to be about because you're hungering for change. The Star. Yes. Yes. If you look over here, look at all the stars around her, right? Crown chakra, super open. That's what Spirit is asking you to do right now, right? You really need to start trusting in yourself. You need to start trusting in the universe. You are intuitive and empathic AF, okay? You need to let that in. I feel like that's where you're blocking, or the majority of you. You're blocking by hiding that part of yourself, right? The healer. You're blocking your talents here, right? You need to tune into that intuition. All right? That's how you're blocking these things. We have strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. Perfect, right? Instead of fighting and constantly going against the grain, it's stronger if you just surrender. Okay? It's great to have boundaries, but now is the time. It's unprecedented, right? Things are happening beyond our control. You need to trust. You need to surrender, right? Things are going to go the way they're going to go, the way they're meant to go. So you need to be looking, again, what are the blessings right now? Right? For every challenge that's thrown at you, I ask you to be able to look for the good in everything that you are being challenged with right now. Right? We're not giving in to that little devil on our shoulder. Two hits of the devil, right? I feel like we can get caught up in our minds, right? Negative thinking. That's a big one right now. Fear-based thinking, limiting beliefs, right? We need to surrender that. You are strong enough to do this. You will be getting through everything that's happening right now. It sucks, right? Life sucks right now. So be it, right? Again, what is coming in for you? because of all of this. Try and keep that open mind. Guidance. I feel like a lot of you are meant to be leaders, right? You're meant to be helping people right now. Give them guidance. I feel like a lot of you are great communicators. Okay? You're good at talking, you're good at giving advice. Not so great at taking your own advice, but really good at helping others. So if you can be there just by listening, maybe give the odd suggestion, I feel like people are really going to be drawn to you for that, right? Because deep down you're a healer, right? So make sure that as you guide others, you also guide yourself, right? That's important. Make sure you're guiding yourself to the positive. You're blocking out this little devil on your shoulder. Power. Yes. You are very powerful right now. Okay? This is a very, very powerful time. Things are shifting, and there is a great global consciousness that is like building up. This think of it as a ball of electricity that's just going bigger and bigger and bigger. But again, this isn't a negative thing. This isn't a knowledge is power, right? So think of it as the more we know, the more we learn, the better equipped you're going to be. And it makes you stronger and more powerful, right? So just make sure that you're using these things for good, right? And that you're also using it to guide others and be a beacon instead of blocking it all. I keep getting that vision of blocking and boundaries. Rejection. Now this, make sure you're not rejecting others. This could also be your fear of rejection. I think for a lot of you, this is a fear of rejection, right? Which is not why you're not reaching out, which is why you're not helping others. You are putting up those boundaries, even though you may know that there's a lot you can do to be helping the world right now. Friends, family, it doesn't have to be the whole world, but even your friends and family, I feel like you're shutting a lot of people out, right? You're blocking them. And that's out of a fear of rejection. Don't give in to that, right? This ties right in with those devil cards. It doesn't matter if you were rejected in the past either, right? We're transcending above that. Family and tribe. Now is very important that we have our tribe, we have our support system, we have our families in place, right? Don't shut them out. Do all that you can to keep them safe. And if that means keep them at an arm's length right now, then do that, right? Doesn't mean you have to stop communicating, doesn't mean you can't help them emotionally through this, right? Just make sure that, yes, keep them close, all right? We don't know what each day brings. Perfect timing and success. This, I know it sounds weird, but this is a good time for you. You are powerful. This is happening for a reason. You need to believe that. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. I feel like a lot of you, now is the time to really focus on your hobbies, right? You're very creative, you're very talented, whether it be music like she's doing here, art, public speaking, okay? Make sure you're really harnessing right? Practice your hobbies. This is gonna grow into something for you, right? Queen of Wands, this goes with our sovereignty, right? It's time to be in control of your own life. You can make your own destiny right now. You have the power to do that. It's a very powerful time. So what can you do today that's going to help you in the future really harness this, right? Five of Wands, I feel like some of us are fighting with our family, right? A lot of us are stuck in isolation. That is not really that surprising. Just make sure that you are, that's not all there is, right? So make sure you are still, even though people could be driving you nuts in your house right now, make sure that you are giving thanks for them, that you are grateful, right? Even though they're pissing you off and they're annoying the hell out of you, just remember, we don't know. They might not be here tomorrow. So make sure that you're showing just as much love and compassion as you are annoyance and aggression. The Chariot. Justice. All right. Two of Cups. Change is coming in, right? Now again, with the whole, everything that's going on in the wider world stage, yes, this is a big shakeup. But it's being brought in for a reason. Justice, again, is your life balanced, right? Two of Cups tells me that even though you may be fighting with a partner or a family member, that ultimately love is going to get you through this, okay? Don't just focus on annoyance and aggression, right? There needs to be love in the equation, and you'll be able to move forward, and it'll be great. You need to stop blocking yourself. You need to open your heart. You need to be a little bit softer. Tower, yes, well, shaking up, baby. I mean, yeah. I feel like a lot of you have lost your jobs, or your partner has, or someone in your family is sick. There's some big shift, okay? Make sure, again, we're not giving into that devil on our shoulder, okay? We are listening. We are learning from this, okay? There's a reason that this is happening. So don't just get bogged down by the negatives of it. You need to take it on yourself and look at it from a different perspective, right? The High Priestess, again, very, very, very intuitive group, very empathic, natural healers, okay? This and the Star card, right? Your higher self is trying to talk to you. Your intuition is talking to you. Quit blocking it, right? There's very important messages that are coming in that you are missing, all right? So we need to drop the stubborn act. We need to open our hearts, and we need to really open our minds, expand our consciousness, and listen, okay? Discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dream a secret. Yes. Yes. So this ties into what we were just talking about, right? Stay true to your knowing. How do you know what your knowing is, right? You're listening to your higher self. You're listening to that intuition. You're tapping into that side, right? Make a plan now. Remember we talked about having the strength to just surrender and go forth as is. But make sure that you're listening to yourself, okay? You have messages. You have messages from, I feel like your ancestors who've passed, you have messages from your spirit guides. It's a very powerful time. They are talking to you right now. You need to listen, okay? Three of Wands, yes. You have a very, very promising future ahead. You're going to harness the power that you're holding, right? There's that glow we were talking about earlier, right? That ball of energy. Start making plans for the future. Keep them quiet, right? But start to work on them step by step. Yes, take action. Yes, take action. Just like we were saying, now's the time, right? What is your intuition telling you to do? Stop blocking it, right? We're going to be balanced with our masculine, feminine. We're going to be showing compassion, right? We're going to tap into the healing side of ourselves. We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to heal others. I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be with your words. Okay, so make sure that you're really checking in, you're talking to family and friends, and you're easing their fears a little bit. Abundance, again, and spontaneity. You guys, your abundance, you got this twice now. Money is looking good for you. It may not seem like it right now, but this whole situation is bringing in opportunities for you to grow in abundance. Now, again, that's not just money, although the coins indicate yes. Money-wise, you're going to be fine. But we're talking about happiness, health, right? Success. All of that is abundance as well. So really make sure you're focusing on your happiness and your health. Again, spontaneity, okay? If something comes up and it feels right, and you're going to know it feels right because we're tapping into our higher selves and our intuition, you go for it. Okay, maybe it's a business venture, an idea you come across online that it's like, ooh, sure, I could do that from home. And it's just this idea and you run with it and you go. If you get that, go for it. There's a reason you're getting these messages, okay? Don't block them. And I feel like whenever these opportunities and things that are coming in, it is going to be like a spontaneous idea that just pops in your head. So make sure that you're listening. You have to be tuned in. Okay, or you're going to miss out. Okay, let's move on to group 3. All right, group 3, we have attraction, wisdom, surrender, and discernment. Okay. You need to be very, very careful about what you're thinking about right now. Okay? You need to really discern what's going on in your mind. It's very important that you're not caught up in negative thinking, right? I'm getting the feeling that you're all, group 3, that you're very wise, right? You got the wisdom card. I feel like you're a very old soul. You understand the law of attraction. You understand manifestation and how it works, okay? But you need to surrender any negative thoughts to the universe right now. You need to have that trust, right? I feel like some of you are being very careful and you're almost using too much discernment, okay? You need to surrender. You need to trust, right? Because what you think about, you bring about. So just be very, very careful. We have inner child and help from above. Okay. I feel that we're missing out on, I feel like we're stuck in our heads, right? We're very, group 3, you're very wise, right? We kind of already talked about that, right? Surrender. You need to ask for help from above to remember what it's like to be a child, right? to find the joy, even in the simplest of things. That's what Spirit's asking you to do right now, okay? You really need to pay attention to your inner child. How does he or she feel, right? Your little mini-me. How are you feeling? Are you feeling cooped up and anxious, and all of a sudden your inner child's throwing a temper tantrum, and you start freaking out on all your loved ones because you're frustrated? That's all stemming from your inner child. So make sure that you're comforting, right? Think of yourself as a 5-year-old, right? Your soul's asking you for a little bit of attention. So I need you to pay attention to those emotions. Where are they coming from, right? Have fun, right? We're already surrendering. You're going to get some help from above. Ask for it. And then just be carefree. I know that's a lot to ask. I know that sounds ridiculous, and it's like, oh, I'm a responsible adult. No. Okay? Your inner child is always, always with you. This is a very big part of you. Okay? Do not neglect that side. Okay? Nine of Wands and Death. Okay. Nine of Wands. It's like the wounded warrior. Okay. You need to check in with your inner child. You need to check in with your emotions. Okay. Your heart is very heavy right now. So it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. You need to let certain things die. Maybe you lost a job. Trust that it's there for a reason. Perhaps a family member's passed on. Right? Maybe it's a grandparent. Maybe it's a parent. And there's a reason that your inner child really needs to be nourished right now. Okay? The Hermit's asking you to go inside. Right? Check in with your inner child. Really discern where are these emotions coming from. And then surrender your power. Trust that everything that's falling away or passing away is doing so for a reason. You don't need to hold on to those hurts. Right? You can transmute them. Look at all your past hurts. Look at them through a lens of love. Accept it. Release it. Okay? 10 of Swords. Yes, you guys are feeling very, very heavy. Right? Now, 10s are all about ends of cycles. Okay? It may feel like you are just dying here. And you're just done. I feel the majority of the world's feeling that right now. There's a huge weight on our shoulders. Right? You have that under death. This negative, I can't take one more thing, this burden, this heaviness, trust that is coming to a close, okay? It's dying off. But you need to really, in order to make sure that this goes away, you need to ask for help from above, and you need to check in with your emotions, okay? Knight of Wands. Change is coming in, and it's going to be positive. Okay? This is going to be stuff that you're passionate about. There's going to be news of something that it's going to be good for you. Okay? It could be news of a job. Could be news of some sort of opportunity. All right? But it's going to be something that kind of fuels your soul. Interpretation. Okay, again, how are we looking at our feelings? Are we looking at them through a negative lens? Right? Everything bad that's happening to us, you need to be able to flip that and change your perspective, change your interpretation of it. Right? Maybe you lost your job, or maybe I don't know, you had a fight with a relative and it's like, oh, everyone's against me and oh, my life sucks. You need to be able to flip that, right? What are some of the reasons maybe that you lost your job? What were you fighting with your family member over? Where can you take responsibility in that? Right? Maybe you lost your job because something better is supposed to come along for you, but if you don't have that trust and you're just the poor me negative attitude, what are you attracting? Right? You need to check in with the emotions of the inner child. Right? Why are you throwing those temper tantrums? Why do you feel like the world's against you? All you have to do is flip your perspective. And I know you know how to do that. You have lots of wisdom. You have lots of discernment. You're able to balance that thought pattern. I know you are. Sometimes you may just need to ask for a little help, surrender it, and you're going to move on. I feel like you're very, very resilient, Group 3. None of this is new to you. Strength. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys, like I said, you are resilient. You are strong. You can get through anything and you know it. Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords. Be direct with your communication. Right? I feel like some of you kind of beat around the bush and you're expecting people to, fill in the blanks and know what you're saying. No. Be direct. Okay? Be straight up with people. What is it that you're trying to say and why are you saying it? You don't have to be harsh by any means, but you have to be direct. Knight of Pentacles. And the Empress. Okay. Very creative time for you. All right? May not feel like it. This is a very abundant, fruitful time, right? How can you use your creativity in positive ways, right? What can you bring in towards you? I feel like there's opportunities that you can bring in through creativity. They're showing me drawing. I don't know if maybe that you like to draw or you like to do art in some way. Maybe some of you like to put on little plays at home, right? You're bored. Film them, throw them on YouTube. Let's see what happens, all right? Just make sure that you're using your creativity for good. Soulmate, have faith. Yes, have faith. Again, right? I feel like your soulmate, this is you and your higher self. Right? You need to be checking in. Right? If you look, she kind of looks like the grown-up version of your inner child. So check in, right? If you've lost a connection with your higher self, with your intuition, make sure you're taking that time to meditate, journal, whatever it is that kind of brings you back to that space, brings you back to yourself. Go into hermit mode. Check in. What do you want? What are your dreams? Are you doing that? Wheel of Fortune says things are turning and they're going in your favor. Some of you, yes, you are very, very intuitive, right? Which is why it's asking you to connect with your higher self. You have foresight, right? I feel like some of you kind of felt this shift that the world is going through right now. You felt it coming for a while now. It didn't necessarily mean that you knew exactly what, where, why, but you had a feeling. You can feel the shift, all right? You have foresight. You know that you're going to be okay through this. So make sure you're listening to that. You're believing that, right? Don't get caught up in the fear. Crystals, yes, some of you, if you have your crystals, make sure that you're using them, right? Use them to heal. I feel like a lot of you really need to be working on your heart chakra right now. So do some research. Which stones do you have in your collection? Or maybe you need one. You can get them off Amazon even, okay? So just do your research. Do you have one? Is there one that you're connecting with? If so, keep it on your person. Put it under your pillow while you sleep. right? Find that way. I feel like it's going to be really keeping you grounded in the here and now, keeping you present, okay? Authenticity, yes, again, you have your inner child, you have your soulmate. Are you being your 100% authentic self? Are you living an ego? Right? Or are we like, oh, I love to do art for a living, but oh no, I need to, buckle down, I need to bring in money, I need to do this. You're being asked to remember. Right? What is it that you're forgetting about yourself? What is your inner child? What is something that brings you joy? You're forgetting it. You need to check in. You need to become more authentically you. Right? Use your discernment. Do your hermit mode. Let things that no longer serve you die away. King of Coins and the Lovers. Some of you have a decision to make. And I feel like some of you are holding on too tightly to something. Now, that could be a relationship here with the Lovers. It could be a job. It could be just trying to control every moment in your life. Okay? They're asking you to let that die away. It's great to have boundaries. But you might need to choose to let that go for a little while. Surrender it. For some others of you, looks like you may be with a earth sign as your partner. Whatever it is, things are going well. Okay? It's very easy to get tied up and annoyed. Try not to give in to that. Okay? You're going to surrender some control here, even in the home. Unexpected. Things are changing and in a more positive way than you think. Right? I can't stress that enough. Five of Wands and the Chariot. Be careful what you're speaking in. We talked about that at the beginning with this attraction card, right? Just be careful. Don't just pick fights for the sake of picking fights. Right? What you think about, you bring about. Now I'm talking like picking fights even with yourself. Right? In your mind. Be creative, let go, find the joy, right? Bring that in. You're going to have unexpected results once you give that in. Two of Wands. I mean, the future looks good. You just have to trust it. Abundance. Yes. Health, happiness, wealth. That all looks great for you in the near future. Right? So, trust that it's coming. Forgiveness and unlikely. Okay, now, some of you need to forgive yourself for things in the past. Some of you may need to forgive your partner for things in the past, and that could be where the choice comes in. All right, this shows me unlikely. You need to, if there's a reason, especially if it's with your partner, I feel like some of you, maybe there was infidelity in the past or something of that nature. If you truly can't let it go, if you can't accept it, and you can't forgive it, you need to let it die off. Okay? It's not fair to either one of you to continue on with that relationship. That's a very specific message for just a handful of you, but it needs to be said, okay? And again, some of you, it may be something that you've done that you're not forgiving yourself for. Again, you need to console your inner child, check in with your higher self. You need to be able to marry that, right? You need to do that heart chakra work like I mentioned before. and you will be able to let go. You will be able to forgive yourself. Sanctuary. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on a retreat. Exactly what we said. Go into hermit mode, right? You need to do your self-check-in. And now is not, it couldn't be a better time for it. Intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. Again, what we say, we're surrendering. We're asking for help, right? That goes hand in hand. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Yes. I feel like you just need to just have the faith, right? I know you guys have the wisdom and that you know that you're attracting things. Once you clear out that heart chakra, like we talked about, you're going to be open to receive, and the things that are coming in are so good you can't even imagine. Patience. Pause before you take action. Trust the divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. Again, we're having fun, right? We're finding the joy in the little things. You can't control everything right now. Okay, group 3, you need to surrender, let go, find the joy in the small things, and just be at peace. Do what you need to do to find that inner peace. Okay? So things are going to come in, they're going to be great for you, but you need to just be a little patient. Okay? Things are coming in, you just need to make sure that you're asking for it and setting the right intentions. And things will come in due time. All right, group 3, that's all I have for you. Bye. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to my first video of many. I do hope that you subscribe, check back later, and I thank you for tuning in.